Okay, modelers, so today we're looking at our fine moulds kit with the Star Wars. This is the TIE Fighter, and because this has been around for a few years, like the new ones are obviously done by Bandai, but this is one of the older ones from Fine Moulds, and this is supposed to be a really nice kit. I have had this open. I've taken the parts out of the bags, but I didn't actually look too closely at it. I just sort of took them out of the bags, put them in there ready for the review. But I know some people have built this kit and said it's actually really nice kit. So we'll go through, we'll have a bit of a look at it, and we'll see, you know, just how nice it looks. As for putting it together, well, when I do the build, I've got a little bit of a plan for a bit of a dio with this thing. So that build's probably not going to happen for a little while, guys. But we'll do a little bit of a kit review here and see what we come up with. As you can see, the box art's really nice on this. I love the box art. I mean, probably anything Star Wars, I'm going to love the box art. Forgive the state of the box. I bought this second hand. I've had it around for quite a while, so it's been knocked around. It's got a bit of dust and stuff on it. But as you see, the box art's nice. You've got one built up on the side here, Japanese information there, which obviously I can't read. But on the other side, you've got another one built up with the English version on there. And we'll take the cover off here now. And the first thing we got is the decals. Decals, whatever people want to pronounce them as. I'd say these are all the red lights that go inside the cab or around like the lighting areas on the kit. I'm not really sure where that all go because there's quite a few of them there. But we'll have a look at the instructions, see where they go. That Star Wars transfer there, they'll go on the base, I would say. Not a lot of decals on there, but they do look quite nice. I'm looking like from side on here. I can't actually see the lip where the side is, so they look like they're fairly fine. But again, it's gonna have to sort of wait and see. Here we got our glass parts here, our clear parts, and they look quite nice as well, guys. They're nicely moulded, very fine detail around there for the framework. But there's not a lot on this one here. You only got your front part there and the top. And we got our first sprue here. And this is the part I really want to have a look at. Is I'll just zoom the camera in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better with the detail I'm talking about. This is the part I wanted to make sure had the nice detail on it, and it has. It's really nice detail. The finish is nice on here. It's not flat glass finish, but it's not rough either. It's just got that nice little bit of texture to it. But yeah, all the details moulded in here is really nice. Hopefully you should be able to pick that up on the camera. Really nice. Can't see any flashing. There's no injector pin marks on the outside, which is what we're really hoping for. They're all on the inside there, where I can see them in there, which you won't see those when you build a kit up, which is great. You don't have to clean those up. Yeah, I'm just looking at all these parts here. There's no flash at all on any of this stuff. It's really nice. The detail again on each one of these individual parts is really nice. I mean, it's not overdone, it's not underdone. It's quite nice. And like I say, there's a couple of parts here where you got the injector pegs on there that will have to be taken off and cleaned up the edges, and obviously where you cut it off the sprue. But they're not like they're in awful places where it's going to be a real hassle to clean them up. The only one I can sort of really pick up might be a bit of a problem is this guy in here. You've got to cut that out of the main frame there. That may be, well, it's not too bad because it's right on the little flat surfaces in there. So if you've got a fine file, bit of sandpaper, you should be able to clean that up okay. But you know, I mean, that's obviously part of the process that they have to actually have that in there for some reason. But again, it's all in places where it shouldn't be too much of a hassle. But again, the detail on this is really nice. I'm really happy with what's in there. And then we're looking at our big side plates here. So these are the frames that go around it, and the plates are the black parts in the back there. Now, I'm pretty sure in the instructions it shows that these have to go a certain way. Those panels are set in a certain way, inside and outside and so on. But just look at the instructions when you're putting these together. But just looking at the detail, the moulded detail in there is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you can see that on the video. That's really nice in there. Again, on the other side as well, just beautiful detail. The injector pin marks are all on the inside, so they'll be hidden away. You won't have to worry too much about those. Looking at the big main plates, the injector pin marks, again, these are where the attachment points are, and wherever they're attached to the sprue, they'll be cleaned up because they're on flat surfaces. Should be nice and easy to clean up, but that's looking really nice. The fine moulding in here in these in the detail on that. Hopefully you'll be able to see that on the video. I'm not sure if you can, but it's absolutely beautiful in there. And then we've got our base plate here. So obviously this thing can be posed sitting up off this plate. We've got our pilot, and we've also got our commander there. So you can have this thing sitting in a maintenance bay, which is something I plan to do with it. And it's going to be sitting up, but it's going to be under maintenance. It's just something that I'm sort of looking at doing when I do build this kit. But yeah, I've got a few more ideas I'm throwing around, but when I build it, we'll go through all that. But I mean, the base plate's not, you know, anything special, but it's nice that they actually include something like that in it. And then we've got our instructions, which I'll get out of here, and I'll zoom out a little bit more so you can see these. Okay, front page is all Japanese, so I can't read any of that, guys. Then we've got our sprue callouts on the front page here, with all our sprues and our number callouts on there as well. And then we go straight into doing up our pilot. All these colour callouts are there, the interior, like the cockpit and so on. And the decals that we're talking about, the decals that we're talking about, is they're all on the inside, which I thought, because when you look inside the TIE fighter, they've got all these flashing red panels and stuff around them, and they all go into here. Now I've seen people do this with LED lights, which is something I'd love to do, but there's a lot of work involved in that. So when I build it, I'll have to see whether I'm going to go that route or not. And then we've got our main frame going in here. Well, not the frames, but the actual cockpit enclosures, like the frame of the aircraft going around that. And then on the next page, we're starting to put in a little bit of detail, these little detail parts of the guns and so on the outside. The back plate here. Then we've got our clear parts going on. And it's saying here, it's saying there's no glue. Okay, it says there's no glue symbol there, so this must just click into place, which would be lovely if it actually does do that. But we'll see when we put it together. And this is where we've got our panels and stuff going on here, the big side panels, and our base down the last step here. And I'm pretty sure somewhere here, oh, here it is. Here it's got the solar array inside and solar array outside. So when you put them together, there's actually an inside and an outside plate. They're in different things, so you should be able to pick that up. But the way they're glued on, there's only one way you can do it, by the look, because you've got your receptor holes there, and you've got the pins that go into those, so you shouldn't be able to get it wrong, guys. And then we've got our commander colour callouts here as well. And then we've got some colour callouts here, basic painting. So this is just for the one aircraft. Any aircraft, this is the basic colours. And then on the back page here, you've got markings 1, markings 2. So you've got 2 different versions of markings there. And yeah, they're all numbered out. It's got the colour callouts as well, where they need to be on there as well. So there's a few little parts where you'll actually have to go over and maybe hand brush them or mask them up or whatever to put those colours on the last step. But as you can see, guys, very, very basic instructions. It's a very basic build. I mean, it's not overly basic, but it's a nice, simple build. And as far as I know, these things go together really, really nicely. There shouldn't be any fit issues and stuff like that. But it's one of those kits, now that I've opened, I'd really, really want to do this. But I've got so many other projects that are coming up, so it might be a little bit of time before I get to this. But anyway, guys, as always, thanks very much for watching. Put your comments below. If you haven't subbed to the channel, please sub below. All my other links are down there from my Facebook page and so on. And thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.